consider this website to be about selling and buying cars. So sell cars and selling cars. So that's enough, I guess. They used to provide all sorts of keywords. So the reason behind was that previously Google used to have an algorithm that was actually based on keywords. So Google's algorithm used to crawl down this entire page, and then it used to hit this keywords metadata. And then when it looked inside the content, it used to index that page. If that algorithm was still alive today, then it would have, the Google crawler would have actually indexed the page inside Google's database using these keywords or under these keywords names. So so if an user was interested in buying a car, if he had written just buy car then and hit enter, then your website would have shown up on the search results, and it would be helpful for you to gain customers. But that is quite misleading, because people used to do some stuff that was not relevant. They used to put down keywords that were more popular than was relevant. So Google actually stopped this practice, and then they started to change the algorithm continuously. So although it's a best practice to include this keywords metadata, but it's not a recommended way. So we should not do this. And the other ones are just for providing generic information for your browser, like this author and the description. If you want to provide a generic, if you're trying to talk to the browser, and if you're trying to talk directly to the web crawler, and you want to say that this page contains, or this page was created by this programmer, and you want to provide this page's author's name, then you should use this metadata. And we can clearly see that it will show up behind the scenes. If we inspect the elements and we open up our inspector and twirl down the head section, then we will find that we have got an author section, and this displays my name. And now also this description part, this is quite important, because you are actually providing a summary of this page. Maybe you provide a summary like this is a page about book reviews. Maybe your site is about book reviews, or maybe your site can be about selling properties or selling vehicles or other stuff. So this description, this metadata description, will provide a simple summary to your web crawler. So the reason why it's quite important, because Google's algorithm nowadays is more of geared towards like what's more relevant than what's provided by the keywords. So it's better if you write a summary for your page, so that when Google's crawls down your page and indexes your page, it's going to be popping up ahead your computer results, rather than just getting down under tons of results. So the reason why you should include it, because in a summary, don't try to overwhelm your summary with keywords, but just try to keep it as simple as possible, because Google is looking at relevancy. So if your page is more relevant according to your if your page has got the content which matches with your summary, then obviously your page is going to get a heads up in Google's results. So that was all about this meta thing, or this metadata tags. Now the next thing, which is a very simple one, is the title one. If I change this title into something like book reviews, let me save this page and let me head back to my browser. I don't need this right now. So just notice this tab section while I refresh the page. If I refresh the page, this tab section automatically actually changes down the title. So this title is used to provide a generalized type of heading on your tab. So if you open up google.com like this, and you notice that Google also has got a title, and if we inspect the element, I guess you might be overwhelmed by looking at all this stuff, You just don't need to understand all this right now, but we are currently focusing on this title tag. So inside this title tag, you can see that we have got Google's title, and inside our own title page, we have also got our own title on the tab. But this won't change anything on the viewport or on your page, but this is going to get registered behind the scene because this is part of the head section. So the interesting part in here is the link tag, which is actually calling us towards, or which is also bringing us towards something that's known as a favicon. Let's have a look. What's a favicon? I don't need this right now. Let's close it. So this favicon is this small icon or the small logo that you see if you load google.com. You might even see them like, let me bring up bing.com. I guess the address is right. Okay, the address is quite correct. And you can see that Bing has got their own logo. So this is the actual size of their logo maybe. And because they need to show that logo, and I know by just looking at, I don't even need to read the entire title. Just by looking at the logo, I know that this tab contains Google's web page. And this tab, which is my own one, and it does not contain any logo right now. So I can read the title and I know that this contains a web page that's about book review. So if I go back and I can read that. So when you have multiple tabs open up, if you recognize the icon, you will be able to realize that that page contains relevant type of document, or this is about Bing and this is about Google. So the small icon is known as the fav icon, and you bring up that fav icon using this link attribute. And to bring or specify the path where this fav icon is saved inside your file system, you need to use this href attribute of this link tag. So the next thing is the rel tag, or the relationship tag. This defines the relationship between your page and your browser, or it actually tells your browser what to do with this link or what to do with this simple icon.